evening, everybody. Happy Friday, and welcome to another Xenoblade Chronicles X stream. Luca, T-Dragon, Cahill, Zach, Nerf, Josh, as well as anybody who's just hanging out and lurking. It is lovely to have you here. Please pay attention to the terrible, terrible poll Cahill created. But yeah. Hello, Tom. Tom, that's a very good emote. I like that much more than I would have expected. But yeah, I'm very excited to get back to this. I'm also going to take just a few minutes at the start of stream to actually explain the game's mechanics, which I realize I didn't do. Like, at all. Last time I basically just... I assumed that everybody here watched basically the entirety of my Xenoblade Chronicles 1 playthrough, because the mechanics are very similar, which is unfair. In my defense, as far as I can tell, the game assumes the same thing, which is that everybody playing it also played Xenoblade Chronicles 1. But regardless, I'm going to take a few minutes to explain the actual combat mechanics, because they're a bit weird. But it is time. I mean, that's part of it, Josh. Oh. I said it last time. I cannot express how much I love this as an opening screen. And it's not because of the giant robot. Yeah, giant robot is fucking cool. But there's so much about this that I just find incredible. Yes, I'm very glad to have Thicky McDumpy here. It doesn't hurt that this is one of my favorite tracks in the game. Like, a lot of games don't have very good title music. And this... Every single track in this game, they went 120%. Now, sometimes that ends up being bad. Don't get me wrong. Some of the music is 120% shitty. But nothing was half-assed. No, that's the thing, Cahill. The battle theme goes harder. The battle theme goes like 180%. And you know what? When you embrace it, when you feel black tar in your soul, fuck, it's good. Also, thank you to Copper, Luca, and Dragon for confirming that they're not in fact bots. Also, welcome, Copper. Listen to this. This is the fucking title screen. Anyway. Oh, I could sit here all day. I'm not going to. Oh? Yay, Copper! I will post the song in my Discord because it's too fucking good. You got a mechanical keyboard, Copper. Very exciting times. You'll see there in the top left. Division spoils await. Harriers. So, for each... last stream I chose from one of, I think it was 8 divisions, which do different tasks around planet Mira. And each one of them has different things that give them bonuses. And for completing those tasks, in my case, I'm one of the Harriers, so my job is mostly fighting monsters. For completing those, you can get in-game rewards. You just get, like, free items. It's rad as fuck. So, Tom, This is my self-insert fanfic character, Ivy. To the left in red and best girl is Elma. And over there in black and white is Lynn, who is 13. So yeah, let me take a moment to actually explain the combat. Because as I said, the game fucking doesn't. Oh yeah, Lynn is entirely a child. The game assumes that you played Xenoblade Chronicles 1, and that is unreasonable. So, I press R, and I target this dude. Now, one of the things you can immediately see is that, like, the target reticle is on his head. Enemies have locations you can attack. And as I move around him, you'll sometimes see, like, it moves to his leg, and if you damage his leg, he may lose certain attacks, whatever. At the bottom of the screen, you see a bunch of different icons. If I press A on the center, I will start auto-attacking. Auto-attacking, as the name suggests, happens automatically. I don't have to do anything. Auto-attacking just happens consistently. At the moment, I've got a ranged weapon. By pressing X, I can switch between my ranged weapon and my melee weapon. Down here, I have my arts. Arts are basically your various attack techniques. Some of them use your ranged weapon. Some of them use your close range weapon. They each have a cooldown. And you've got to wait for the cooldown to be over before you can use it again. One thing every art has is a secondary cooldown, which can make the art more powerful. Sometimes if you use it just twice in a row, they have various effects. It can get overwhelming, especially because there's a whole ass menu I didn't show last time. Which is untrue. There are several whole ass menus I didn't show last time. Tom, I am currently level 9. Elma is 10. Lynn is 9. Right, Luca? Yes, the green number is my level. You know, the teeny tiny one. The purple number is my class level. My current class is Drifter. Like a drifter, I was born to walk alone. The game has... What's that? A total of 20 classes, including Drifter? There's a lot. By reaching rank 10 in any class, you unlock the next set. So we could upgrade to Striker, to Commando, or to Enforcer. One thing you'll notice is we have their standard arms. So the Drifter has an assault rifle and a knife. If we upgrade to Commando, our standard arms will be dual guns and dual swords. Oh, Luca. That's not a class, that's a division. That's a whole other thing! This game is just layers upon layers. Fortunately, you don't... Like, the division thing is kind of a one-time decision. You don't need to upgrade it or anything. The classes you definitely need to upgrade. Which I will do later in stream. That is a very good way to describe it. Tom? So it's worth noting, every one of these has a name. Commando, Striker, and Enforcer. And from Striker, we can go to Samurai Gunner, which is a name that fucks. Or Duelist, which fucks significantly less. I feel like Duelist should have been here, with Samurai Gunner being the elite. Come on, that name? From Striker, we can also upgrade to Shield Trooper. Shield Troopers are tanks. Lynn is a Shield Trooper. And Shield Troopers can advance to Bastion Warriors. The Commando can upgrade to a Winged Viper. Now that is a good name. but not as good as Full Metal Jaguar. Elma is a Full Metal Jaguar, but Elma is unique. She has an art that no one else in the game can learn. It can also upgrade to Partisan Eagle, a name I very much like. Partisan Eagles has a javelin and a sniper rifle. And that can level up to Astral Crusader. That is such a good fucking name. Astral Crusader? Shadow Mage, this is just upgrade paths. Enforcer can upgrade to Psychoruptor. Enforcer is based heavily on buffs and debuffs. And Psychoruptor can become a Mastermind, which, again, an advanced Psychoruptor that adds ally support arts to the mix of enemy debuffs. I mean, I almost wish, Cahill. The Enforcer can also upgrade to a Blast Fencer, which, by the way, is the class that gets the lightsaber. Yeah, they called it a photon saber, but we all know, you know, photons. And the Blast Fencer can advance to a Galactic Knight. Of all of these, it is obvious that, as Cahill said, Duelist got cucked. Fucking Galactic Knight with Photon Saber is legitimately a Jedi. That's accurate, Luca. So, I'm probably not going to go Jedi to begin with. When I start leveling up, I'm probably actually going to aim for Full Metal Jaguar, because it has one of the best arts in the game. But I feel like I do want to get Astral Crusader. Why? Because it's called Astral Crusader. Like, who doesn't want to be that? And then Galactic Knight. I feel like normally you don't take more than one class to the end, but fuck it. I want to get all three of these because they're all rad. Anyway. While this music keeps going in the background, let's go fight some fuckers who killed us last time. It's Shadow Mage's birthday? Aw. The music that fucks has stopped fucking.
Very well.
We should weaken them just to be safe.
This'll work like a charm. Shadow strike.
We got a stagger. Let's get a topple.
Aim for the toppled enemy.
So here I'm going to use Slit Edge, which does extra damage from the side. And that switches me to my knife because it is a melee attack. You can see that some of my arts now have a green ring going around them as well. The green ring is a secondary cooldown. This one now has secondary cooldown, which means I can use it twice, which is great because it is a defensive item. This one, the secondary cooldown was complete, but when that's complete, it just does extra damage.
Let's keep it up.
There's a lot that goes into this. There is also a number that is almost impossible to talk about, and it is just teeny tiny, but I'll explain it. In combat, it's so difficult to see. So, we have there Ivy, Elma, Lyn. Ivy has 1,295 HP. What does she have 2,289 of? Max, I adore this game. It is the weakest of the 3 Xenoblade games. I still adore it with all my heart. It has so many problems, but I feel its strengths are worth it. Anyway, so we've got 2,289 something. And also, yes, thank you for the 100 bits. I did not acknowledge those. That is what's called tension. Or potential. It does have some skill checks, Copper. I can never, I think in battle, it's called tension. Out of battle, it's called potential. Regardless. Some arts, if I can quickly go to the arts menu, require tension in order to use. They're these arts that are marked with the TP symbol. So you can see here, this one costs 1,000 TP. When you use it, your TP is reduced by 1,000. It's very useful though, because it boosts my evasion and restores HP. That's all very good. The thing is, you also want to build up a lot of TP, because the higher you... it's tension. High tension, you need at least 3,000 tension to revive a fallen ally, which is also important. There is so much going on in this game. Purple arts, like this one, tend to give you more TP. Also, just hitting enemies gives you TP. Oh, Luca, don't worry about the numbers. I've played this game 1.5 times, and I don't remember anything about the numbers. I like Settlers of Catan, Shadow Mage. There's a little bit of thinking, but not too much. The first time I played it, I didn't finish it, Luca.
Very well. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Oh, I do not like this one the most. This one is, without a question, the weakest of the 3. But I adore the world. I love the music. The story is also a light presence, but is so strong. The good of this story outweighs almost anything bad. It's so good. I've heard a lot about Carcassonne. I've never played it. Now, this is what we were having trouble with before. There's anything like that with a yellow symbol at the above it. That is something you can basically break down for points. I don't know, Max. I would need to have access to Carcassonne, which I currently don't.
Shall we? They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them.
Fire carnival!
Move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this? That's it! Melee strike!
Trash talk! Wild down! Bomb here!
Side flash! Upper hand! Side flash! Slide! Chrome armor! Chrome armor!
God, this music fucks.
Shadow strike! Continue push back! Slide nice! Move in and hit them down! Ready? Too bad! That's it! Melee strike! Now, my turn! Appendage destroyed! Move in and strike! Ready? Too bad!
Trembling
This music has no right to be this good.
Melee strikes. Now it's my turn. Now, melee attack. Ready? Too bad. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Throw armor. Throwing armor. Success. We got it. Let's move.
Ooh. I got there a photon saber. Not a particularly good one, and I can't use it, but still. By the way, my goal is up there. But
Very well.
I had to do some off-stream grinding because I was having some trouble.
I have the shot. Fire it. Assault hammer.
Fire carnival.
And yes, very conveniently, they do speak English.
Control of the battle. We must be relentless. Use an aura to heighten your power, and don't let up.
Sliding slinger. Shadow strike.
Muscle neutralized. Switch to close range combat. We must be relentless. Move in and
One thing I also want to draw attention to. You'll see above my arcs to the right. There's something that says front middle, side middle, back middle. That basically just indicates where on the enemy you're standing. So certain arcs have special effects from the front, from the back, from the side. The middle just indicates with regards to height where you are, which won't matter for a while. But yeah, that's just...
very well. Engaging. Lay down the fire.
Legs recover
Move
fire.
in and do some damage.
that's just a useful thing to keep in mind.
Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike.
Watch me lay into it. Trash talk.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Sliding.
I just want to kill these pigs.
Now, melee attack. Ready? Too bad.
So there I hit from the front. I did not get bonus damage. It's fine though, because I kind of don't need it with this dude.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Sliding slinger.
Ready? Too bad.
Okay, this guy's taking longer than I expected.
Infuriate. Assault hammer.
Hit him again for me.
See how you like this? Spectacularly done.
Keep it up.
As I said, I hated the music initially. Black tar has grown on me so much. So this is a biological thing. And for that, I get an advanced soldier assault rifle. That's probably worth looking at, actually. It's better damage, slightly worse cooldown, but more ammo, better stability. Yeah, that's definitely worth switching to. And there's a potential upgrade for my... No. The upgrades for my knife I cannot use because they're from different classes. One thing I also wanted to mention. So, you'll notice my outfit is looking a bit mixed. That's because you keep getting little bits of armor. Some of which are better, some of which are worse, whatever. This game introduced something I adore so much that a lot of games don't have. Which is fashion gear. You can change what you look like without changing your stats. Which I appreciate so much. I'm not going to worry too much about it at the moment, but it's so important to me that if I've got a terribly mismatched... Like, there are some helmets... Like, I don't want to go around looking like that. Even though I should, because I didn't realize that's objectively better than anything I'm currently wearing. But I think that looks dumb. So, I can just not, but still get the benefits. Yes, Cahill, do the thing. There's also, and I like this, equip strongest gear. So do I, Luca, but the full helmet just doesn't work for me. Okay. You old fuckers caused me problems before.
I'll start things in range. Follow my lead. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Good, 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 good. That's ideal. This is what was happening earlier. This is why I nearly delayed stream.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Luca. My capture card has been having weird, I don't know if they're power issues. Like, it's still fine on my second monitor. So the actual capture card is fine. No, game's fine. This is capture card fuckery. Okay, I'm gonna have to... very frustratingly. I'm gonna switch over to my technical difficulty screen while I sort this out. Hopefully it'll only be a couple of minutes. We back? Are we alive? Do I exist within this mortal plane? I really don't know anymore. Okay, I exist! So, I'm a little bit concerned about my computer, actually. Let's defend Lynn. Yeah, I'm a little concerned about my PC. For those who are wondering, the thing I did that broke my computer was go to Device Manager and just like look, just tell it to scan for device changes, which is a thing that sometimes fixes shit. Which doesn't feel like something that should cause my whole computer to freeze. But it has, consistently, for... Like, it's done it twice recently. I checked my ventilation not too long ago. And frankly, I can feel... I've got 2 fans on the top, 1 in the back. And the fans on the top are doing Great job. I don't think overheating is the issue. I will behead B, just because it makes sense. Oh fuck, that also works for bed. I'll bed S. It's curvy. And I will marry you, because who doesn't want to marry you? Hey! But yeah. Ooh. Sound's getting a little crunchy. Anyway, over there are level 29 enemies. I cannot deal with level 29 enemies. For the obvious reason of their level 29 enemies. Luca, you're very approachable. Mainly because you're incredibly sweet. You know what, Max? I wish that was true. Hi, door. Oh no! Our friends! They're dead. Yeah, Elma, give them that look.
Dead. You killed them all. In cold blood.
Fortune did not smile upon them today.
Nelson.
Always,
Filthy
Chester.
Earth aliens do not belong on this planet.
You seem more fluent than the others. Are you in charge?
I am called Glennar. Command this squad,
Heck.
Earth alien. Now it is time for you to surrender.
Hello, Glennar. I am called Elma, and I command this squad. If this planet is your home, we apologize for intruding.
Scaredy, hello!
We landed here after our ship was damaged in an attack.
Thank you for the raid.
We were hoping we could negotiate a peaceful settlement in exchange for our friends, but...
Peaceful settlement. Your words are wasted.
You arrived just as...
Earth aliens is a swift death.
Ooh. I'm gonna try to fix that crunchy ass sound. Because I'm not liking that. Just give me a second. There's a small chance, I acknowledge, that I'm going to break everything again. But there's also a small chance I'm not. And yes, anime man do got guns. Okay. Wait. There's some shit that I need to close as well. Hello, Mithra. Hello, Mithra. I'm very glad to have you here. I don't know if you know much about Xenoblade X, but I know you know a lot about Xenoblade 2. Yeah, Zizzy, I was offline a few minutes ago on account of how my computer broke. Oh no, Copper.
Right. We tried. Looks like survival of the fittest it is. Fine then. Seeing as you know we come from Earth, I'm guessing there's a good chance we might have a score to settle with you anyway.
Spicy noodles cure all issues.
Didn't have to be like this.
I'm actually going to fuck up the buddies first. My style tends to be take out as many enemies as possible.
Switch to close range combat. We must be relentless.
Let's improve Lynn's defense on account of how she is the...
Shadow strike.
There we go, and now we can fuck this dude up.
Trash talk.
Early burn. That move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this?
Alien stop!
He unfortunately is very resistant to being toppled,
Wild down.
Upper hand.
Close in.
but not immune.
Too bad. That's it. Melee strike.
Yes! So yeah, friends are dead.
I don't get it. Why would they be so bent on killing all humans?
Who can say? Whatever the reason, this is dire news. We should let the others know ASAP. Let's call it in and head back to HQ for a full debrief.
Oh no, Copper.
Roger that. And here I just started to hope we'd finally escaped all this.
Escape! Yes, escape! Tatsu also want escape!
Hey Hill, it's just for you.
Friends can't leave Tatsu trapped!
More Xenos? What should we do?
Stay back, Link. What do you think, Rook?
Be bold. It's a round, lad.
Finally, dance of freedom! Tatsu thanks you!
Interesting. One of the vegetables is sentient.
Talking potato. Huh. I wonder if it tastes different too. I know what we're having for dinner tonight. You don't know it yet, new girl, but I'm a pretty mean cook.
You are mean, mean and cruel. Tatsu definitely not potato. Tatsu explained this to dumb and smelly Prone when they take Tatsu, but Prone not listen. Prone never listen. On Nopon Brew Day, Prone first set sticky feet on Mira. Especially Tatsu. Tatsu witnessed Prone abuse firsthand. At this rate, entire Nopon race in danger. Yes, Nopon are endangered species. So really, friends have social responsibility to protect Tatsu from danger.
Uh-huh. What do you think, Elma? Bake or fry?
Wait a minute. The beings who captured you, big brutes in armor, little pointy ears,
Yes, Prone!
and they're a more recent arrival here, is that right? They're not native to this planet?
Not native, recent. If friends want more details, friends must promise to protect Tatsu. Only then will Tatsu talk.
Right. Elma, you hold him. I'll peel.
Tatsu will talk! Tatsu will talk! Friends not get Nopon sense of humor is all.
So if I understand correctly, this is your homeworld. The Nopon people are native to Mira. And then just recently, the Prone show up and quickly hunt you to the edge of extinction. Is that right?
Not just Prone. Prone and their nasty, evil buddies. Lots and lots of them.
They're buddies? You mean other alien races?
Other hungry alien races. They all gang up on Nopon. They do horrible, terrible things to Nopon. Someday, Tatsu will turn tables and eat them for a change.
So, we can reassure him. Or we can tease him. Lynn wants to eat him. And you know, I think he looks like a potato in a waistcoat as well.
eyes before. Hungry eyes, like prone eyes. Tatsu is here to serve, not be served.
Yeah, seriously. What kind of barbarian would want to eat this little guy just like that? We should
Lynn, how dare you?
wash and clean him, season him.
That's right, that's right. This is exactly what Tatsu is saying. Take Tatsu to your village. Wash and clean Tatsu. Season Tatsu. Wait.
What do you think? Take him with us?
He seems harmless enough. And he'd be a good source of information on Mira and the Prone. All right. We can debrief him when we report to Commander Vanden. As long as he passes the quarantine scan, we can bring him back to New LA.
Right. Let's get that out of the way.
I still want to play Xenosaga, Max.
All clear.
Then Tatsu can join friends? Dance of joy. New friends are friendliest friends ever. I know. Tatsu has special thank you gift for friends for saving Tatsu's life. Tatsu will lend it to friends for free.
Lend? It's not a gift if you don't give it.
Give it away? For always? For free? This would be insulting to friends and to Tatsu. No Nopon merchant worth his salt and pepper could do such a thing. Tatsu is grateful, but Tatsu not insane.
What? It's insane to think if someone saves your life, you might actually show them some real... And he's not even listening.
Friend, do you ever get lost? Tired of bulky maps and flawed memory?
Okay, so one thing I want to address. Tatsu gets on my nerves, eventually. But he's great now. But why the fuck are they called Nopon? In Xenoblade Chronicles 1, they're called Nopon. In Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they're called Nopon. In Xenoblade Chronicles X, they're called Nopon. And... But nonetheless, not all who wonder are lost. Interesting, Max.
Friend jokes with Tatsu. Joke funny now, but joke not so funny when friend wander into Loafedville Lake on accident.
He does give you the best item in the game.
Follow ball!
It doesn't look like it, but this is the
Follow
best
ball
item in the
is
game.
number one ultimate best super secret must have Nopon item. If friends get lost out in wild, friends just follow Ball of Light to safety. And now it's yours, for free, to borrow. For now, anyway.
Really? Follow Ball? That's the best name you could come up with for your super special thing?
Meh, meh, meh. What would friend prefer? Fancy name no one understands so friend can feel smart? Now, time for Nopon Dance of Generosity.
Yes!
I don't know. Is that thing really gonna be all that useful? What if it's a trap, or boom, it just blows up in our faces?
Ah yes, that reminds Tatsu. If Follow Ball get damaged, Tatsu need to charge friends full price, plus restock fee.
So much for Dance of Generosity.
Before using Follow Ball, select mission friend want guidance for. Follow Ball is super convenient. Nopon find treasure. But also total junk if no mission is selected. Oh, and Follow Balls sometimes get lost. So try to go easy on Follow Ball. It's pretty smart for the most part. So I will show off the Follow Ball in just a moment. My friends were in here. No, Josh. This is unrelated to Xenoblade Chronicles 1 at all. None of these people knows anything. Frankly, they didn't know there were aliens until quite recently. and Nopon or Nopon were among the aliens they didn't know about. I'm just gonna scooch past you guys. I'll show the follow ball in a moment, but there is also over here a place where we can put down a frontier nav site. Yes, copper!
I'm attacking. Move in.
The age-old solution to all problems.
Now it's my turn. Flame grenade. Side slash. Split edge.
Finished yet?
I can't believe he just told me to die. That's so mean.
Sliding ice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad. Move in. Now it's my turn.
Um,
Side slash. Flame grenade.
they didn't put up the beacon to themselves. They were just looking at the same spot, which apparently has a beacon on it for reasons. Anyway, we can update this frontier nav site. These generally work as quick travel points as well, and I would fucking love to show you this game's map. Unfortunately, it is impossible to do so. Because the Wii U is the Wii U, which means if you want to look at the map, you've got to use the screen controller. There is no button. Oh shit, this guy saw me.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead. Shadow strike.
There is literally no way to view the map. I hate it so much.
Upper hand. Sliding slinger. Split edge. Chrome armor. Side slash. Shadow strike. I owe you. Flame grenade.
Go.
Ready? Too bad. Upper hand. Melee strike. Now
This guy is tough, but no longer too tough. You can see there we broke off his cannon, which means he loses his most powerful attack, which is called Hyper Beam, which is,
side slash.
I mean, if you had a most powerful attack, you would also call it Hyper Beam.
Shadow strike. Assault hammer. Success. Nice work.
By the way, on the right of the screen there, just for a moment, and I want to draw attention to it now, these little blue things are pickups. Just under my mini-map, you'll see a little glowing symbol that looks vaguely like a unicorn. That is an indication that I am in the Harriers. That is my division. And you see when I pick up something, I get a 1. That means I got 1 point. Different activities give different points to different divisions. Also, look... No, not him. Eutropia, the Sea Rumble. I shall not fight him. What I will do, however, is show you the follow ball, which does exactly as the name suggests. Possibly, Josh? So yeah, the follow ball does stop after a while, but it is great. It's just a very useful way to navigate through the sometimes very, very confusing map of this game. I love these big old dino lads. I cannot wait until they are fightable, as in at a fightable level. Because they're technically fightable now. In fact, fuck it. Excuse me. The pig is trying to fuck with me? Interestingly, the mama is level 10 and sorry, level 11. We're only level 10, so she's genuinely not a huge problem. But she's certainly a challenge. There we go.
Nice work.
Ooh. I think I got a better knife there. Not that I'm going to be using it for long, I don't think. But I'm just going to equip it quickly. Advanced titanium knife. Much more powerful than mine. But I can't actually equip it because I need to be level 13. But I'm quickly going to take this opportunity to switch up my class. The first class I'm going to move to is Commando. And Commando is primarily dual guns and dual swords. So changing classes will change your equipped weapons, arts, and skills as well. So this is one of the problems with changing class. There is... there's a lot you can potentially lose out on. Why is this class as a better weapon? All the stats look exactly the same to me. Oh well. So now all of my arts are different to what they were before. Oh, you were correct, Max. Thank you. I only have two very basic arts. Backslash and early bird. I have to relearn all of my arts. The ones I had before, don't have them anymore. It can be a little bit frustrating, but... And I need to check if I'm right about this. No, I'm not. Oh well. The thing is, Luca, it's worth it. And it's only a huge problem for what we just had, for the class we just switched out of. The Drifter. For other classes, there are ways to mitigate that, which we'll look into. Everlasting Miliosaur. Level 52. Just to quickly go over my new arts. Backslash boosts damage from behind. That is actually an art shared by Shulk. And Early Bird. Uses TP, but raises critical power, and boosts critical chance, and boosts evasion. There's a lot of good there.
I'm ready to buckle down. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Shadow strike.
What happened was he existed. Look at these lads. Look at them. They're weird trumpet-faced bird fuckers. Red Mage, that's so good. Josh, what? Anyway, I ain't fucking with no dinos until later in the game, and maybe not even then. Ooh, but this is actually, like, it respawned me in a weird place. But I'm glad because it gives me an opportunity to explore, frankly, just more of Primordia. I cannot remember the answer to that question, Josh. I know the answer is one of them. I love this rock dome here. And this game is weird, is big on verticality and being able to go places you don't think you should be able to. Look at the view you get from up here. Yeah. This is the small rock dome. That's the big rock dome. Which I believe is basically impossible to scale at this point. I will say, the lack of fall damage is possibly my favorite feature of this game. You got me, Shadow Mage, so fucking hard. But yeah, the lack of fall damage, and frankly just... all other Xenoblade games have jumping, but I feel like it feels so much freer here than it does in any of the others. Just yeet yourself off of cliff faces. Feels so good. Anyway, time to take Tatsu back home and... I mean, there's no law saying we can't eat him. Cannibalism laws don't apply to Nopon. It's actually unfortunate that he called himself that, because they do apply to Nopon, but that's not what he is. Oh my! What is this strange question mark? Could this perhaps be a side quest?
Hey. Now what?
Excuse me? Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent quest? I promise it won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, got off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get. Get to the point, woman! not to say you're just anybody. You're great. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. Attempt to calm her down. Yeah, Josh. Huh? Oh, right, sorry. That probably didn't make a whole lot of sense, huh? Okay, let me pull it together here. Breathe in and out. In and out. People like me. People like me. It's all okay. Oh! You are just my spirit animal. Thank you. My head's a lot clearer now. What were we talking about? Oh, right. So, yes. So I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skulls. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, did that sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair of their skulls. Apparently something called a whimsical duo-grill attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just... No, bad idea. Bad idea. Thank you, Shadow Mage, that's very kind. Especially with the whimsical duo-grill that broke their skulls still sticking around. Much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. There was only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor skulls lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure-y stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help. And then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this to Mission Control. Given the rewards, this is probably something I could do now. West Janpath Plain. Easy peasy. I'm gonna head out. I don't have time for rules, man. I just can't stand around filling out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team you'd be rescuing will. Yeah, I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. This, by the way, is where the follow ball becomes immensely useful. When your job is, like, get back to the city, you can see the city from most places in Primordia, but, like, West Janpath Plain is a sizable area on the map. The follow ball is very useful for that. Yeet. God, look at that. I'm a huge fan of, like, I love seeing the moon in the sky during the day. And this captures that to an extent few things have ever managed. Although it does also give me some very strong Local 58 vibes. Oh, hi, level 81 unique monster.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me.
I've got some fire.
Fly, slinger. Red slash.
Blast!
Side slash.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm currently probably the least useful member of the party. Just because I've got the fewest arts, and they are the weakest.
Shadow storm. Nice. Gonna do some damage. Side slash.
Elma there cut off his tail, which removed one of his attacks. Whoops! I did not know I was close enough for that. So... Yeah. That was even faster than Giant Dino Lad. So that went well. Oh, thanks, Max. I didn't notice that there was a problem. Look at the size of that fucking moon. Something I actually want to look at is my arts. Because I should at least be able to... Yeah, I've got 21 battle points. So I can upgrade... yeah, I can upgrade these to deal some more damage. Early Bird's an interesting one. In my defense, Shadow Mage, he's very big. Fun fact, that is actually classed as one of this game's super bosses. Because unlike Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2, the maximum player level in X is only level 60. So at level 81, that dude is insanely powerful. You are also correct about that, Luca. But it's worth noting that that makes this area not the exception, but the rule. We have there another unique monster, or they're called tyrants in this game. So the ones with the bubbles around their name, I believe, are tyrants. Roderick the Fleet-Footed. Do I want to try taking on a level 11 tyrant? I mean, he clearly doesn't want to be fought by me.
This will be an honor.
Only one of us is going down.
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Side slash. Sliding slinger.
Trash tuck. Fire particle. Yes.
Crash
Hit him
slash.
again.
Off balance.
Bombardier. Whoa.
Big thing is this also plays the good music. Yeah, unfortunately,
Move in and do some damage.
part of the problem is this is just going really slowly.
Off balance.
Yes. Hit him again for me.
Because I have so few arts.
Upper hand. Help me. Early bird. Harder. Scream it. Move in and do some damage. I've lost my balance.
Whoops. Bye, Elma. Okay.
Afraid to do this alone.
Guys, take it from here.
I'm never afraid to do this alone. Ow!
Hold out. Heal me.
And yeah, he does have a ranged attack. Sir, please! I recognize my mistake. There we go. we did have the opportunity there to hear a little bit of Uncontrollable, the Tyrant theme, which is so good. I know I say that about everything in this game, but I maintain that I'm also right. I mean, Ziz, it really does have... It's got a lot of that energy to it. Fortunately, these guys, as much as they're high level, they're not aggressive on sight. What I'm going to need to do at some point is just spend some time leveling up my character, specifically on in terms of my class, not necessarily traditional leveling up. Here is a broken piece of the white whale. Now I'm looking for Miles. Which, according to the map, is this way. Hi, Miles. There we go.
Yo.
Hey, little help over here? Some indigent attacked us during our assignment. Got one of my men pretty good. Skull is busted too. Damn thing won't move at all. Think maybe you could spare some supplies? Oh, Sadie sent you? Well, why didn't you say so instead of letting me flap my gums like an idiot? Here, give me the supplies. Yes, Max. Obtain snack. I need to get the skull patched pronto. Yeah, give him the repair kit. Thanks, pal. You're a lifesaver. I asked Sadie for help, but I wasn't exactly getting my hopes up. Know what I mean? I'm impressed you made it out here in one piece. Shrug and tell Miles that you got lucky. Well, it was lucky, and also I managed to escape from the bird I attempted to murder. Lucky, right. Well, we sure as hell weren't. That indigent turned up out of nowhere. How the heck did you beat the whimsical duo gill anyway? That thing was huge. What? You made it all the way here without running into it? Not even once? Yeesh. Either somebody's watching out for you, or somebody's got it in for us. One or the other. Wait, that means that damn whimsical duo gill's still on the rampage somewhere. Josh Indigen is short for indigenous, as in indigenous life forms. Talk about a piece of bad news. Not every blade's as lucky as you, you know. We've got to take that thing out before it kills someone. What do you say? Think that luck of yours is good enough to beat a whimsical duo gill? Me? I'm gonna suck the giant lug right in its ugly face. I'm sure you know how frustrating it is to have your assignment put on hold. Do this for a fellow blade. Secure the root and kick that ugly thing right in the teeth. I'll be here waiting for all the juicy details. You can also see there, Miles is a member of the Pathfinders. Whimsical Duo Gill, a type of monster we have not seen
Very
before.
well.
Locked and loaded.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them.
Fire carnival!
Shadow strike. Now, melee attacks. Hey! Slide him! Blinder!
Unfortunately, the water does cause some problems.
Engage it. Lay down some fire for me.
Josh, that's illegal.
Ready? Too bad. Master Trap. Fire on top of them.
I'll take him down.
Side slash.
We managed to topple him. That's good.
Now, melee attacks. Ready? Too bad. Primer.
I'm mostly sticking to ranged attacks purely because once you start swimming, it fucks things up.
Shadow strike. Spectacularly done. We got him. Let's
Eee!
move.
Their design is very good. You're correct, Luca. Well, you beat the whimsical Dio Guild into next week yet? One thing I like is, even in these cutscenes, you do have camera control. Hold on now, judging from the air of confidence and the smug grin on your face, I'd say that baby's 6 feet under. Well, shoot, that's music to my ears. You cleared the path and made my day to boot. Pretty impressive stuff. I really gotta thank you. Well, while you were off fighting, I was working on this skull. Almost got it all patched up. Looks like we'll be getting back to work without losing much time, thanks to you. We'll bang these data probes in at the Frontier Nav probe sites and be back home in time for supper. Hopefully the indigent data they churn out will make sure no one else gets another nasty surprise. Yeah, ask him where the probes are. One's just a short way northwest of here, on the shore of a lake. The other's in a cave to the northeast. I was thinking my team could snatch them both up before all this happened. If you're headed that way, they're all yours. Just be careful. Some planet we picked to crash into, huh? It's easy to forget how nuts this place is until you get your ass handed to you by some giant monster. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be fighting things that can easily crush skulls. I gotta remember to be a lot more careful or I'm going to wind up a lot more dead. No more rookie mistakes from me from here on out. You be careful too, yeah? Let's the both of us live a long, long time. See where humanity goes, you know? So one thing I'm remembering about this game. There's a lot of text.
Effort is its own reward.
I think even my cooking got better.
Characters talk a lot. I could probably quick travel back to NLA, but I ain't gonna. Thank you, Max. That's actually a very good idea. Man, I haven't eaten, like, just cheese in a while. I kind of miss it. Cheese is good. Pepperjack is very good. Moonless Darkrai. Thank you very much for the follow. Heck. I will say I'm super basic. Cheddar is my favorite cheese. Although, in sandwich application, that goes to Swiss. Swiss is the best sandwich cheese, especially if you're going to melt it a little bit. Yeah, sandwich application. being applied to a sandwich. Thank you, Birdie. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us. Hey, and Miles is actually back.
What is it?
And you can also chat to characters for more kind of story information. Nelson's team, they're the ones that we went to unsuccessfully rescue. I'm not the biggest fan of sharp cheddar, but I must try it on a grilled cheese. Because when I had it just like plain, because I bought it by mistake, and it was just too much for me. But now that I think about it, melted, I think that would do a lot to the flavor.
Yeah.
Those bastards are always getting to the good spots before us and claiming them for themselves. That's how I know they'll come back safely. They're just that good. And then they'll tell me to cheer up and not worry about that skill I wrecked. Like they're somehow better than me. Ugh, I seriously can't stand those guys. Oh, sir, they're dead. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had provolone. Wait, no, this is wrong. There we go. Hello, buff man.
Damn, losing Nelson's team is a real blow. But the fact we're not the only visitors on this rock is even worse.
They made it clear they want all humans dead. For all we know, they may be related to the forces that destroyed Earth and followed us here.
Wonderful. I'll report this to Secretary Nagi. See if we can't bolster our defenses. Just one last thing. What the bloody hell is this dancing turnip doing here?
I've never had blue cheese, but I've heard good things about it.
Tatsu, not turnip or potato. For last time, Tatsu is not food. Now, on behalf of Planet Mira, Tatsu welcome all Earth people and offer a friendly treaty of friendship.
Yeah, right. Anyway, we were thinking he could be a good source of general intel about the planet. Exactly how useful that'll be remains to be seen.
Oh, don't you worry about a thing. Friend's totally safe now that Tatsu is in town. Tatsu watch over and protect friends, especially weak, pathetic Lindley with her thin, bony wings.
You mean my arms? Look who's talking. And who said anything about you coming with us? You can stay here, you greedy, annoying little cabbage.
Oop.
I'm sure there's a salad here that could use you.
Meh? Tatsu stay here? Friends would leave Tatsu behind?
Yeah.
It's for the best. You said yourself your people are endangered, and the Xenos that captured you might still be out there. You'll be safest here in the city.
Agreed.
Tatsu not agreed. Friends will want Tatsu along. Friends need Tatsu along.
How so?
What? Well, that of course.
Sir, you
This
are a
planet
potato
has
on
many
legs.
helpful Nopon that Tatsu can talk to. Other Nopon can share information for friends.
That might be useful.
That right. Most Nopon not like Tatsu. Nopon can be shy. Nopon can be difficult. Most Nopon never trust friends or even talk to friends. But Tatsu? Nopon love Tatsu. Tatsu use smooth talk and winning personality to get friends good info.
The tater tot has a point.
Uh-huh. More like an ulterior motive, if you ask me.
Tatsu perish the thought. Tatsu intentions are pure, Lindley. Pure as snow. Lindley intimidated by Tatsu's strength and smarts. But do not worry, Tatsu is true friend.
Strength and smarts, huh? That's not what I'm worried about here.
All right, then it's settled. Small Fry here will accompany you three out in the field. After all, we can use all the info we can get.
Seriously? We have to babysit this thing?
You're the ones who picked him up. Besides, would you really want to leave him with another team?
Maybe
Just
not.
put him in a
Unless we're
closet
invited
somewhere.
to the meal, I mean.
See? Already getting along like peas and carrots. He can be your charge, Lynn.
Oh, come on, Commander! That's not funny! I've got my hands full out there! This is so unfair. Back me up here, would you, Elma?
I'm sure Elma has no objections.
Right. As you say, Commander.
Done and done. Welcome to Blade, Tater. We'll be counting on you.
He is not a blade.
Yes, sir. And it's Tatsu. Oh, one thing Tatsu forgot to mention. Nopon are pacifists, so friends need to defend Tatsu, keep extra super safe in any battle. Tatsu VIP diplomat, after all.
Excuse me, Ricky was no
I'm
pacifist.
not surprised. So much for him watching over and protecting us.
Ricky is a fucking god killer. Since he's a coward, Josh. I'm fairly confident he's just making that up. Nah, I think it's just Tatsu being a coward and justifying it.
So, Rook, feel like you're starting to get the hang of things?
Yeah, I am.
Of course you are. You've taken to it like a fish to water, just like Elma and the Commander said you would.
Just the same, let's review the key points, and I can fill in some extra details. Blade's top priority right now is to secure missing pieces of the Lifehold. You remember that much. Countless people are frozen in the Lifehold. It's the key to restoring humanity. Up until we ran into the Prone, our biggest concern was that wild indigents would stumble on the Lifehold and damage it somehow. But now there's a more pressing threat. Intelligent alien races who are intentionally trying to destroy us. So, our search has new urgency. We need to find and retrieve all of the Lifehold ASAP.
And the best way to do that is by expanding the reach of Frontier Nav. The more probes we can install, the wider we can scan, and the faster we can find bits of the Lifehold.
So our primary focus going forward should be to travel around Mira installing data probes. As many as we can, as fast as we can. I can't stress enough how important this is. You still with me?
Sure, Cahill.
Good. Then let's move on to the other pressing threat that Blade has to deal with. Hostile indigents. There's no real delicate way to put this. Any wildlife that poses a clear threat must be eliminated.
Shoot the alien
Lifehold
puppies,
is
I
our
get it.
future, but we can't ignore the present. We still have our duty to keep New LA safe. And sometimes that duty requires enacting coordinated strikes to solve problems before they can do real harm.
We're the newcomers here, it's true. And they're usually just out to defend their territory. But sometimes it really is them or us. And we have to make sure it's us. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we run out there and light up anything that moves. Only Blade HQ can choose targets, and they tend to keep them strictly to creatures that pose a significant threat to our survival.
In order to contribute to this cause, operatives are asked to form into squads to take on special missions. These squad missions, as we call them, don't get posted to mission control like your other, more typical assignments. Rather, HQ transmits the details directly to all of us at the same time. Basically, they want as many people to know about them ASAP, so they can be taken care of ASAP.
I'm sure you can imagine that these missions aren't your run-of-the-mill little fetch quests. It's not the kind of stuff just one or two blades could handle on their own. That's why squads can have as many as 32 members.
And it's why we ask members to sign up to a squad beforehand. We can't have blades playing musical chairs whenever this kind of emergency hits us. But just remember, squad missions are not mandatory. You don't have to drop everything you're doing just to take one on. HQ has no way of knowing what every blade is up to when these missions arise. If you're busy with something else, they'll understand. They need to trust our collective judgment with these things, and, well, so far so good.
And I think that about covers the basics, right?
Yeah, this music doesn't
Search
quite
for the
fit.
missing pieces of the life form. Install data probes to expand frontier
But I
network,
do love this track.
and take on squad missions when you can to keep us safe. Got all that?
By the way, all of that was basically just to tell you that when you start the game, you will be randomly assigned into an online squad, which are given random missions, and you can do them at your leisure. That's it. I mean, passively, yes, Max, and surprisingly, the servers for this game are, like, quite full. People still play this game a lot.
Good. We're counting on you.
And briefing adjourned. Thank God.
All right, well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah, let's call it a night.
Also, tiny little
Tatsu's
Easter
so
egg.
excited to sleep in real bed.
Lynn's hair clips are in the shape of the
Show
Monado.
Tatsu to his room now.
Oh, your room is right over there.
Josh, the Miiverse servers are down.
Tatsu. Wait, what?
But I believe the game servers are still
You know
on.
what that is? That refrigerator. We'll go in there to cool off.
I guess you are smarter than you look.
Well, Tatsu's not one to brag, but wait a minute. Tatsu see what Finley's did there.
Also, I wonder what that strange number, that 55%, could mean. Kind of concerning that it was 60% when we joined. At last, your Blade adventure begins. Main story missions can be undertaken via the Blade barracks, but remember that they come with specific requirements like level and survey rates. This is actually... it's a weird feature. But it's one I like very much. I'll get into it in a moment. Good job on your mission. 2 new features are now available. The first is Blade Reports, which allow Blade operatives to interact and share info. Use this feature to coordinate missions, give advice, or even shower me with affection if you so desire. That is untrue. Because Blade Reports were basically this game's connection into Miiverse, and Miiverse, of course, no longer exists. Blade Reports are no longer available. Next up is the Blade Scout feature. This allows a Blade operative from another team to aid you for a limited time. Simply access the Blade Scout console anytime you need an extra hand. Oh, look at that! Now all Blade services are at your disposal. So far we've only ever had 3 people in our party. You can have a 4th. Which is another online player. Sort of. It's not actually them playing. It's an AI-controlled avatar. Have you set up your greetings? They're a great tool for introducing yourself. Don't care. Yeah, Luca, it's very frustrating. Once you hit class rank 10, you might want to think about changing classes. Moving from Drifter to a higher class allows you to use skills. Oh, and remember, you can change classes anytime, so don't be afraid to try something new. God, this game just loads you down with tutorials. Some assignments require specific party members who you take on your travels is generally up to you. Call on Lynn or myself anytime you like. We'll be in the barracks. Cool. And this is where you can join either the Lifehold squads, which are single-player focused, the Conquest squads, which are focused on multiplayer play, or the friend squads. I have never done anything but Lifehold squads because I'm here for the story, but it is a very pretty user interface. And yeah, that's basically just a random assignment, and there should be 32 people here. Okay, and this is the first time we actually get information on Elma. She is a reclaimer. Makes sense why she was looking for people in Lifehold pods, why she eventually found me. Well, found Ivy, because she's a reclaimer. It's what she does. As I said, she's a full metal jaguar. Her signature art is Shadow Strike. Her signature art 2 is Ghost Factory, which is possibly the most broken art in the game. She hasn't unlocked it yet, but it is completely broken. And we also get Lynn, who is an outfitter, a shield trooper. Her signature art 1 is Fire Carnival. Signature art 2 is Drumroll. We've also met Irina, who is a Psychoruptor Plus. And Gwyn, who is a Samurai Gunner. And Doug. Yeah, this is a section of the game where they just pile in a bunch of screens without gameplay. And this is a bit of a pace killer. Doug is a Blast Fencer Plus. There we go. Now, one thing you'll notice, no Lynn, no Elma. We can now make a party of up to 4 people that does not have to include those 2. In fact, we could grab these people. Remember when I said that the online is still pretty healthy? Yeah. These are people playing in my squad at the moment. And I fucking love this. Now, these are AI-controlled avatars. If they join, they won't actually be in my world. But I still think it's a very good sign that, like, this many people are here. When I played in the past, I always just kept Lynn and Elma forever, because who wouldn't? But you know what? I'm gonna take a few different people. This dude looks like he's up to some business. So yeah, you can scout. That's where they join your party. I've never been quite sure what division support is. And you can just get a little bit on them. He is a striker, making him slightly more balanced than I am. I'm more... as a commando, I'm much more focused on pure DPS. But yeah, I think this is a very fun system. Now, he'll only be in my party for the next 30 minutes. Let's get Kyrie. Perhaps Kyrie can actually do something. And unsurprisingly, they give you people who are pretty close to your level. How about you, Prudy? You got a mean face. Everyone here is a fucking striker. It is worth noting, what I've got here is a terribly unbalanced team. But I still like it. This over here is the network console. So you can see what missions are available to join at the moment, which is none. Squad missions are generated randomly. Global Nemesis battles. I have never done those. I hope they still exist because I want to do one this time around. But division activity is what I want to look at. I can get a bonus now for the way I've been working with the Harriers. I've been doing good stuff with them, so I get a special bonus of this, which is just a special bonus, which I can sell for 10,000. Easy peasy. And there are a bunch of different things you can get. Tensifier raises tension by 1,000. Fuel re-up is skull fuel, which we don't really have yet. Personal patch restores HP to maximum. And eventually you can get the Supreme bonus. But yeah, you can just get various benefits for doing things. And I like it as a sort of asynchronous multiplayer. So, this is what's called an affinity mission. This is not required for story progress, technically. However, it's still worth doing, and we'll do several of these. This requires both Elma and Lynn, and you cannot have Irina, Gwyn, or Doug. You also need to be level 12, which I'm not. But there are... I want to head up there. Forget how to get up there. Oh, probably by the ramp. So, Chapter 4. I need to be only level 1. I need Elma and Lynn. But there's something I very much like, which is you need to reach a minimum 15% survey level of Primordia before you can start this. Now, I've already done that, but later that becomes... those requirements become higher. Why I think that's good is it's essentially a... This is going to sound negative, but it's really not. It is an enforced minimum side-questing level. It guarantees that you have to spend some time doing more than just the critical path. Which is important if you want players to have any kind of investment in the world. But what I want to do now... Actually, this way. Eleonora has a side quest for me.
Hey,
Hello, Ivy. Seems you're already well on your way to making a name for yourself. I've been hearing stories around Blade headquarters. One day you're outgunning hostile Xenos, the next you're adopting strange walking delicacies. Oh, but I didn't stop you just to catch up. Commander Vandam asked me to brief you the next time I saw you. Are you familiar with blade levels? Not really. Oh good, glad I didn't prepare the speech for nothing. New recruits are assigned a blade level of 1. They're just beginning after all. As they continue to clear missions, that level will slowly go up. You can think of it as a barometer for your contribution as a blade. The top level is 10. That's reserved for unstoppable powerhouses and masters of the field. These are the blades who get written into the history books. Next up are division points. Know about those? Again, I've shown a little bit, but I want the explanation. No? Alright. But you do know about the divisions, right? The 8 blade divisions each serve a different important role here on Mirror. Roles like expanding frontier nav, hunting indigents, retrieving salvage from the white whale, and so on. As a blade performs these tasks, he or she is awarded points based on performance. Those are the division points I mentioned. You probably know this, but to advance your blade level, you have to collect division points. The good news is that basically any work you do as a blade will net you points. Simple, right? What are the benefits of a higher level? Fame, honor, glory, not to mention tasty bonuses. I'll keep the specifics a surprise though, it's more fun that way. Why not try for a blade level of 2 to start? Come back to me once you get that. I'll have your bonus waiting. I believe I already am at blade level 2. I am!
Wow.
Whoa, wait, have you already increased your blade level? I thought so. You certainly don't put off the vibe of an amateur, that's for sure. Well, I'll still give you my spiel just in case. Whenever your blade level increases, pay me a visit. Once I've verified your status, I'm authorized to issue you a fat bonus. So let's start by getting you a gift to commemorate reaching blade level 2. Congratulations! These provide holo figures to the barracks, so you can put holograms in your barracks. For if you want a hologram in your barracks, I guess. Have you had a look at your bonus? I'll be furnishing you with all sorts of things to deck out and customize your barracks. It's the only place on Mirror you can truly call home after all. And now you can make it just like home by tweaking the design to your liking. Not the sort of thing you expect Vandam to think of, is it? He doesn't exactly scream interior design. Truth is, a month or so ago, a petition went around and 100 blades signed on. But I digress, back to the briefing at hand. There's one additional bonus, probably one you care more about than redecorating your room. I'll be increasing the level of your skills. You have 3 field skills in total, mechanical, biological, and archaeological. But each is still fairly rudimentary at this point, and you're ready to move beyond that. Well, I've got good news. As a part of your bonus, you can choose to improve one of your field skills. You may think it's a little cheap of us to force you to choose one at a time, but believe it or not, it's for your own sake. Forcing too many advanced concepts on a blade at once tends to confuse and overwhelm more than help. Not to mention that if misused, someone could take that expertise, hack the computers in Blade Tower, and endanger all of humanity. That's why the highest tiers of technical skills are reserved for people who have proven themselves trustworthy, those of high blade levels.
Which skill?
Alright, enough lecturing. Time for the fun part. Which field skill will we be boosting for you today? They're all good, but I always choose mechanical. You find so many cool mechanical things. There are more mechanical things related to, like, the main story than any other. I always go mechanical first. Alright, your mechanical field skill is officially enhanced. That's all for this round's bonus, and for the briefing. As of today, you're a proper blade. Now get out there and earn those division points. I'll see you when you hit blade level 3. I'm always here. In the meantime, good luck and have fun. So I actually just want to take some time. There are going to be a bunch of quests around town. But before I bother with those, I've got a party of weird-looking people. Let's go kill some things. I need to level up my my class, and they're gonna help me do it, I guess. Maybe. Level 6 should be easy peasy.
Very well.
Sure, that's why not. Follow me.
Infuriate!
Flame grenade!
Slap! Flame grenade!
Rising blade! Rising blade!
Interestingly, one of them is using the Fiora voice.
Rising
Flame
blade!
grenade! Off balance.
Back slap!
Rising blade! I see respect. Defensive stand.
Good night, Luca. I love you.
Marin winds are not very compatible with my hair.
Okay. So this party is a little bit too pure damage focused to be properly balanced, but that's fine. We're also not taking on anything super difficult.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead.
I'm punching a hole in you. Infuriate! Infuriate!
I've got my balance.
See if I can get you from behind.
Exhilarating.
Flame
I'm
grenade!
ready.
Rising blade! Push back.
These little glowing nodules on their legs can be popped.
Rising blade!
Rising blade!
Infuriate!
Flame grenade!
Back slap!
Opportunity knocks. Top of them. Gun.
And every time you do that, they do briefly become staggered, which kind of makes sense.
Infuriate!
Because if someone popped my kneecaps, I would probably also be staggered. Staggered is probably underselling it.
Rising blade! Rising blade!
Flame grenade!
Success. Now move in.
Infuriate!
Rising blade!
I can push back. Flame grenade! Opportunity knocks. Top off. Gunfight.
Man, I really wish I had any arts.
Infuriate, hell! Rising blade!
Here we go!
Don't get cocky. We got a ways to go.
By the way, you can see a glowing light there from another Frontier Nav site. In the distance, you can see like a weird, clearly artificial ring. We'll get to that. Hello, Nathan. What quest do you have for me, Nathan? Please, Monica, you've got to understand. As Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path with the least amount of risk. Yes, Copper, enjoy. So you want to give up this his life to save ours? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? Huh? What is it? If you're out here, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to rescue one single member? Or should that team run back to... New LA like a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? Yeah, honestly, I know the right thing is get reinforcements, but fuck it, you gotta go for the rescue. See? You've got guts. What if our friend dies while we're sitting on our asses back in ULA? What then? And if the two of us go missing as well, how does that help Connor? This is difficult to ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job and he hasn't come back. Okay. I can find your buddy. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but we got beaten to a pulp when our survey mission turned into an impromptu Copper Sinicula hunt. Copper, it's you. Honestly, we're both at a loss here, as you can probably tell. I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. I'm sorry you had to see any of this, but know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. You can see, by the way, there, in the bottom right, those are the squad missions. We are given 40 minutes to eliminate all of those monsters. But, importantly, no individual has to destroy all of them. The expectation is that as a group, you do it. And each person just has to contribute what they can, which will differ by their level, by everything. But I did find this. There we go. I think I'm way under-leveled for what they want me to do here. These guys are level 23. I'm level 11. But their buddy's out here somewhere, and I want to see if I can help. Oh, he's up top. Verticality can be pretty hard to read on the map. Let's just concentrate fire.
Ready? Too bad.
Focus your mind and put up an aura.
We must be relentless.
I won't leave him a second to breathe.
This is interesting. These are individually not very strong.
Rising blade.
But with 3 of them, it's a bit of a challenge.
Infuriate. Now, solid, the real bone crusher.
Flame grenade!
Ready? Too bad. That's it.
Yes!
Melee strike.
I popped his sack.
Rising blade. Infuriate. Flame grenade.
I want to go for the double cooldown on this.
Ready? Too bad.
Yeah, not as powerful as I would have liked.
Gaining ground. I need recovery. Ready? Too bad.
Flame grenade! Oh, is he hidden? Look at this clunker! Shoot it!
Rising blade. Flame grenade. I need healing.
Pretty good.
Oh, Copper. I adore Black Tar.
Flame grenade.
It's so bad.
Rising blade.
Ooh, 800 damage. That was lovely.
Flame grenade!
Class rank up. That's what I was looking for. And you can see I got some more arts. Sliding Slinger, when done from the side, boosts TP. It also slides under an enemy, which is very interesting. Stream Edge is very powerful. It requires TP to use. And so having both Sliding Slinger and Stream Edge work well together. Because you get TP, you use TP. I got a longsword there, which I don't really use. This squad's actually about to GTFO, because I took a while to get here. But that's fine. Hi, Connor. Your friends are worried about you.
Hey.
Oh, sweet baby back ribs. You're human. I guess my luck hasn't completely run out on me. Those monsters were chasing me everywhere. First I ran out of ammo, then I lost my comm device, then I was pretty sure my time was up. Tell Connor that Monica was worried about it. Why am I not surprised? I mean, it's sweet of her to care, but she's always a bit of a worrywart. Still, I suppose I should report back and let them know I'm okay. I hate to bother you, but could you help me look for my comm device? It should be nearby. I know we're both fellow Blades and all, but I'm still willing to pay you for your time. It's my goof-up that put us here. Search the entire northeast plain. This whole area. It could be anywhere here. You know, with the level 21 monsters. I think that may even be what they were referring to, Josh. Which I appreciate. Another Frontier nav site out here. If you look in the bottom right, one of the monsters is now listed as clear. That's because people in our squad have killed enough of those monsters. I was not involved in that process, but I'm glad somebody was. Hello, Cahill. Oh, lordy. Your thing's gonna be between those two, isn't it? They're asleep. Cahill, tell me. This is important. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. No, I'm still with you, Cahill. Dieter, the Epicure. A level 39 tyrant. That'll go well.
Strike and strike hard.
I have to do this alone? Wonderful. I'm done for.
Cahill, playing Dark Souls 2 is already playing Dark Souls 2 the fun way. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, Cahill. There are tyrants everywhere. Also, the level scaling in this game can be a bit fucked. Because, like, a level 15 mission will frequently just be like, yeah, there are level 40 enemies in the way. Good luck! Any luck? Once I've got that baby, I can reach the others no matter where they are. Hey, nice work, I'm impressed. Glad to see at least one of us here is a pro. And now I know who to turn to for help next time things take a turn for the worst. Alright, let me call up the others here. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, Darkrai. I managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. Here, this is my way of saying thanks. I really appreciate the help. You see, more employers need to realize this. The best way of saying thanks is with money. Connor has another quest for me. Hey there, Ivy. I managed to get in touch with my team thanks to you. They're on their way here now. So, what are you doing back out here anyway? Connor, I never left. You bored or something? If so, I suppose I can give you that bounty assignment I flubbed. Yeah, it happens, Josh. There's a point fairly early on in this game, which is kind of notorious. The mark's a bold Sinicula that has been running around making life hell for everyone. Ha! Somebody's chomping at the bit, huh? Well, I bet you take that bad boy down without breaking a sweat. I'll forward the details to your comm device. Have at it whenever you like. Interestingly, there I got 15 division points just for taking a monster killing quest. Not even for killing the monster. Max, I believe Cahill is starting at 5 Eastern time tomorrow. I will say, Copper, what you just said reminds me of something I'm very excited for that's going to happen next year. That I think only Cahill here knows about, but he'll keep his mouth shut, I hope. Fuck you, buddy.
Strike and strike hard.
It was part of that, Cahill. It was with regards to Copper saying fuck the main quest. That should give you enough of a clue. I don't know why I'm going out here. I probably can't deal with whatever this is. Although a level 12 hippopotamus sounds beatable.
Flame grenade. Rising blade. Rising blade.
That's it! Melee strike! Crash slap!
Look at it sitting dumb. Infuriate!
Infuriate.
Heck, Shadow Mage, that's frustrating.
I'm off now.
Whoops, I went into the water.
Flame grenade.
I went back into the water.
My guess.
Ready? Too bad. Spectacularly done.
Don't get cocky. We got a ways to go. So long.
Whoops! And most of my squad is gone. That's not ideal. Which means I am going to do something that chat cannot see. Which is to say, I'm a quick traveler. You can't see it because it's on the gamepad. That is one of the frustrating things about one of the frustrating things about randos is that they're in your squad for a limited time. Shadow Mage, I'm very sorry about that. Maybe have a lie down, see if that helps. So I'm gonna grab Lynn and Elma again, because they're still the best. Also, probably the rest of stream is going to be just, for want of a better word, buggering around. Oh no, Copper. That sounds less than ideal. Why would you say that, Cahill? It's true, but I don't see...
Let's head out.
Oh, that's much more British than South African.
Okay, let's move out.
Although a lot of South African things are also very British, so... Elma, join me. You're cute.
Stay sharp.
Yeah, colonialism. One thing I actually did want to touch on that was mentioned earlier is skills. I've looked at arts a lot. Skills are passive buffs. So I've got 2 skill slots, and I have Agile Gunslinger. Boosts evasion by 12% when wielding a ranged weapon. I currently don't have any other skills available, but Elma does. And she also has 4 skill slots. I only have 2. Because I am baby. Lynn gets Steel Flesh, which boosts maximum HP by 10%, which is just fantastic. And Mighty Muscle, which boosts melee attack by 10%. Max, thank you for the bits. And have a good evening. Thank you for being a cutie. I also want to pop into Armory Alley.
Hey.
Mostly because I just want to see if I can buy cool new shit. Ooh. That's lower ranged attack, interestingly. The whole section at the bottom is probably what you want to look at more than the 2 panels on the side, confusingly. Because the thing that gives you more total ranged attack is probably the thing you're looking for. Although, I guess not always. Like, ranged accuracy is important. God, this game's got too many numbers. I think we can all agree on that. Ooh, titanium blades? Lower stability, worse cooldown. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go with these. Oh, if only it worked that way, Shadow Mage. It would be so easy. So convenient. I can get as high as 65 on the titanium blade. 78, 86. Yeah, I'll grab these. Uh, 42 is pretty good using the soldier machine. Why can Lynn not use the chrome shield? Oh, because she's not level 20. But it sounds so cool. This has got lower cooldown, but worse stability, and worse TP gain. But it also has a special ability which gives a TP gain up. Which is curious. I think I'm actually going to go with this just for the TP. Shadow Mage. Tell that to XCOM. Oh, Copper. I'm glad we had the same thought there. Anyway, at least Copper isn't dead. I fucked up a lot, but Copper survived. Hello, Stitch. I'm still going after that fucking monster. Let me just see if I can quick travel closer to it. I mean, I definitely can. Copper, you were doing great even at a lower level. Look at that fucker up there. Level 39 Tyrant? For what it's worth, Copper, last week... Oh, that was unpleasant. That dude just fucking spidered down from that cliff. Last week you advanced quite a bit in rank, and that means when you're not injured again, you'll still be in a good position to help a lot. And yes, panic shooting and killing the dude, very effective. God, this music is great. Just look at this game. I do genuinely feel that this game got a really, really bad... Just it had very bad luck, and part of that, admittedly, was just being on the Wii U. I feel if this game had been on PS3 or Xbox, it would have been much more successful. Yes, Copper, I do want to know hilarious things.
Here to be strong.
You guys, take it from here.
Riplin. I will cry about it, Cahill. I just did. Stop following me, fuckers! Also, that's the thing I'm supposed to take out. I had to go through level like 40 enemies to find a level 8. Sure, Copper? Bold Sinicula.
I'll start things at range. Follow my lead. Lightning Slinger! That's it! Melee strikes! Now it's my turn. I owe you one.
Very difficult to get behind this guy, unfortunately.
Ready? Too bad! Sliding Slinger! Sliding Slinger! That's right! Melee strikes!
One of the side effects you could have was blindness. That's fairly common.
Side Move in.
You're running a ranged weapon build, and at lower levels their accuracy is actually the worst.
Now! Melee!
Oh no, Copper! That's amazing!
Ready? Too bad! Touch me up!
I mean, Cahill, there are a lot of places you could go to find an 8th level bed.
Do it! I can be plenty fast on my feet! Sliding Slinger! Shadow Strike!
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
I owe you one.
That's honestly hilarious, Copper. I love stories like that.
Ready? Too bad! Spin and do some damage. Ready? Too bad! Side blast.
Push harder.
Sliding Slinger!
Riplin.
Shadow Strike! I'm off balance. Alright, I'll run with it.
This dude's level 8!
Melee strikes! This is wearing me down.
He should not be giving us this much trouble.
I'm not afraid to do this alone.
I'm afraid to do this alone.
I've lost my balance. I'm wounded.
Fuck. I think it was actually the pigs that did the most damage there. That's amazing, Copper. As I said, I love stories like that. There's, like, I can't remember exactly, but I know there were things like that in early Pokemon games. Because, like, early Pokemon games are the definition of Jack. That's so disappointing. I hate when games just fuck up simple aspects like that. Because, yeah, power leveling just to get from 5 to 6 is very frustrating. I think the problem is these pigs, weirdly. Like, you wouldn't think so.
Back slash! Take the initiative. Close in. Sliding Slinger. Side slash.
Maybe I'm wrong. Because the pigs don't seem to be doing much to us.
Sliding. Nice. Move in and do some damage. Ready? Too bad.
Might just be that this dude's big.
Shadow strike. Side slash. Sliding slinger. Sliding slinger.
But I also want to build up my TP, because TP is necessary for revives. And I need them.
Spectacularly done.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
God, that's so weird, Copper. I mean, what it probably comes down to is the whole thing was programmed by one dude in his bedroom. And, yeah, he fucked up.
Sliding. Take the initiative. Close in.
Watch me lay into it.
Shadow strike. Side slash.
Topple them. Close in.
Ready? Too bad. Sliding slinger. Screaming. Move in and do some damage. Sliding slinger.
Yeah, I don't think it was the pigs that were hurting us. This dude's just big and deals a lot of damage.
Side slash. Shadow strike. Back slash. Counter traps. Fire over the top of them.
I'll take him down.
Sliding. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I appreciate the help.
Ready? Too bad.
Still, we're doing better this time.
Upper hand. Side ice. Move in and do some damage. Shadow strike. Ready?
That's really disappointing, Copper.
Sliding. Slinger. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Sliding. Slinger. Must be relentless. Primer. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Ow.
Shadow, see how you like this?
This time we're actually doing much better.
Slide. Slinger.
I'm trying to break these feet, because that reduces his ability to do certain attacks. And it also it also staggers him when it happens. God, Elma's almost done.
Upper hand. Sliding. Slinger. Ready? Too bad. Screaming. Move in and do some damage.
I don't want to use my melee attack because it uses TP and I need that for too late.
Shadow strike. Ready? Too bad.
Nope. Elma's actually still standing.
Move in and keep the rhythm going. See how you like this? That's it. Melee striker.
Okay, broke that foot.
Side slash.
Fire carnival.
So both of his front feet are broken. He's pretty low on
Move in
health.
and do some damage.
Now we're just shooting him in his taint,
Ready? Strike. Too bad.
which, you know,
Use an aura. Get control of the
probably
battle.
not great for him.
Sliding slinger. Must be relentless. Upper hand.
Flame flow.
Appreciate it.
Ah, missed that.
Get your adrenaline going.
I'm wounded. Sliding slinger. Tough. Touch me up. Shadow strike. Side slash.
Fire carnival.
Sliding slinger.
Fuck yes! That was a very tough fight. But fun. And yes, it does make me feel better that I beat that dude by shooting him directly in the grundle. Directly. Oh! Hello, sir. He emerges. Eckhart, the indestructible. I'll leave you to your indestructible ways. But there are a lot of nice collectibles here. And then I can head back to NLA. And I think I'm actually going to call stream there-ish. If I remember correctly, there's something up there. Either that, or I remember last time thinking there was something up there, and being disappointed that there wasn't. Look at the glowy lad. Also flowy. The flowy, glowy lad. Whee!
Looks like we've got no choices.
You guys, take it from here.
Rip.
I'm not afraid to do this alone.
One more hit.
I'm afraid to do this alone. Ow! Wait, is Grex really a TV show? I have not heard of this. Also, these fuckers! Immortal Ictus. These guys are actually pretty good for late game grinding.
Where did they all come from?
Which I did a fair amount of. Because they're bugs. And I had an attack, when I last played this, that was specifically made to murder bugs.
Looks like we've got a newcomer.
Sir, the way you just sprinted across the water, you know what, I'm proud of you.
I'll start things at range.
Well, I got you, Pepperfire.
Sliding slinger. Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. Backslap. Sliding slinger.
And you're dead. Weaken him and lay it.
Yeah, the water's giving him trouble as well.
Shadow strike. Spectacularly done. We got it. Let's move.
Thing. Yellow is always good in this game. Because that's where you find things. The things you find generally include experience and money. Which is to say, the only two things that really matter. Although I'm about to prove that just before I end stream. Because when I get back, there is something I quickly want to touch on. Whee! God, I'd forgotten how huge this game is. Like I said, when I get back. But there's a ways to go. Also, large. Look at him taint. Look. Also, I love this area where these crystals have grown up. No, Cahill, I'm not interested in actual animals' taints. Fuck off. I like these big ear lads. Okay, carry on then, Cahill. What was your question out of curiosity? Yeah, land whales don't really do much. Don't really do much to scare me. Which I'll admit is slightly curious. I've already done this one, right? That's what the rings mean? That's what the rings mean. Let's get some bacon to take home.
They appear to be strong.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll stagger them. Sliding slinger. Side slash. Sliding slinger.
Cut the fire.
No. The Shai Hulud does not scare me. Any more than it would scare any other person.
Scream edge. One never knows until they try. I don't know why they even bother.
Hang on. Did I get a new art? Because I'm now rank 3. No, I didn't get a new art. That's interesting. Upper hand, I get it rank 4. Shadow Runner. God, these names are cool. So Shadow Runner is an aura. It's basically a buff. Side Slash. A slash from the side. Also inflicts fatigue, and I don't remember what that does. Violent Streak. God, what a cool name. One thing you'll notice is a lot of these, in fact I believe all the arts, I've spoken about secondary cooldowns a lot. They also have a tertiary cooldown. We've never seen that. Not only that, that is impossible to achieve as things stand. Tertiary cooldowns are in the game, and they kind of hint at them, and you never see them until much later. Also, Cahill, I didn't see the movie. I want to. Yeet. In the top left, those basically show you other people who are online. Achievements they're getting or progress they're making in the game. So yeah, there are people actively playing this game right now. Probably a good movie then, Cahill. Yes, Cahill. Friends. Like you. Ah, got him. I am, by the way, very excited for the next mission. It's part of the reason I don't want to start it towards the end of stream. Because if it's the mission I'm thinking of. That's the plan, Cahill. If it's the mission I'm thinking of, it's so good. Like the main story quest. But what I wanted to touch on quickly is arms manufacturers. This is how you get better weapons. You can contribute to various arms manufacturers. And they will make new armor and weapons for you. You can contribute by giving them money, by giving them resources, or simply by using their weapons in the field, which counts essentially as marketing. It's a very cool little system. Ooh, new assault gun. I don't use an assault gun anymore, but... yeah, upgraded assault gun and knife. Really good for anybody who's still a drifter. Ooh, sniper rifle? But anyway, you'll see in the bottom right there. Miranium. All those probes I've been putting down around the world have been collecting Miranium over time. Miranium is a resource you can use to boost various arms manufacturers. I'm actually going to boost Granada Galactic Group. They have a lot of beam technology stuff, which is less powerful directly, but tends to have some very interesting secondary effects. And you can invest as much as you like. In this case, I'm going to invest exactly what they need to get to the next level. Ooh, a laser blaster? Well, a ray gun, but... an electric longsword. Well, that sounds cool as fuck. And that is where I'm going to call stream for tonight. Between streams, I may do a little bit of level grinding, just to get more arts, to level those arts up, things like that. But thank you all very, very much for joining me this evening. It was a lot of fun. Apologies for the technical issues. I know nobody blames me, but whatever. It still really sucks that it happened. Who should we raid? Thank you, Nerf. Oh, Hoshi's on. Ricky's on. Dither's live. You know, I'm going to raid someone that I've never raided before. Dak Lags. The reason I'm going to raid them is because they raided me during Subnautica. And while I don't have any kind of raid for raid or anything like that, or follow for follow, I still think it would be nice to try to reciprocate a little bit. So unless anybody has an issue with that, I'm going to give them a raid. Since this is our first time raiding them, we will just go with the straightforward, this is a P grade, so that they know exactly who we are. As I said, thank you very much for joining me. By the way, he's playing Mortuary Assistant, which is a horror game, so if you're not up for that, just be warned. But yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern Time, continuing with XCOM. Xenoblade Chronicles X returns on Friday at 5:30 Eastern, which I'm so excited to carry on with this. The story gets so good. The rest of my schedule, if you're interested, you can check out my Discord server. There's a channel in there specifically for that. If you're not a member, feel free to jump in. I will see the rest of you around. I hope you have a lovely evening. Stay cute. I know you are. And say hi to Dax for me. Have a good one. Ciao.